of having an opportunity to listen to the press statement, and at the end of the press statement, if there are any questions, we will be able to take any questions. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, press, for us. We are glad that you made it possible, short notice, to be with us here. The Minister of Home Affairs and Internal Security has recently noted with concern some disturbing scenes of political violence occasioned by irresponsible cadres. It is important for political players and citizens at large to comply with the laws that governs one's participation in an election, particularly the general elections to be held soon on 13th August 2026. The reports and videos of political violence circulating on different platforms of the media cannot go uncondemned. Apparently, it is becoming clear that some of the violence we are witnessing is deliberately occasioned by irresponsible cadres who are creating a narrative that the current campaigns are mad with violence. An example is seen in one of the videos where a cadre in a non-opposition regalia is changing to that of the ruling party after causing political violence so that the blame is on the ruling party. Ladies and gentlemen, the Republican President, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, has been consistently firm and clear on how much he opposes violence. I re-echo his sentiment. If the law catches up with you, you are on your own, regardless of the political party that you belong. Government is very much aware of the planned stage-managed violence that is yet to occur. I just want to urge those who are being coerced or made to participate in this violence or planned violence to come to stay away, because you will be on your own. I also want to take advantage to say that some of the government activity that they want to take advantage on, such as the payments of mobile registration that occurred a few months ago. The nation should be aware that that program was done in phases, and we are paying as it is now. Everyone who participated in the second phase are being paid, and we're going to do the payments in the third phase. So I encourage everyone not to take advantage of this situation that would cause problems to themselves. May I also mention here, ladies and gentlemen, that without any fear of contradiction, that the New Dawn government is a responsible government that respects the rights of citizens and will not intentionally harm its citizens, but rather protect them. The Zambia Police Service is urged to expeditiously investigate these sporadic pockets of violence and arrest the perpetrators without segregation. The path to 13th August 2026 must be peaceful so that every citizen can vote peacefully. Members of the public, just like government, have the solemn duty of ensuring that there is peace before, during, and after elections. Any form of violence must stop, and stop now. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, just as my colleague has alluded to, government is aware of a plan by political players to try and paint this government, and particularly the president, black as the country is going towards elections. And we want to make it very clear that two things are for certain. Number one, that these violent, periodic violence incidents that you are seeing are orchestrated. They are planned, they are practiced, they are rehearsed, and they are implemented. Even where you see police getting involved and discharging tear gas, it is because the deliberate plan is equally to engage the police and ensure that the police react. The police have a way of reacting to public disorder. So if you go, for example, in Western Province, you pick up sand and throw it to the face of the police. The police's reaction is to disperse you and they will tear gas you. But all these, we are aware that are planned. And they are planned in specific regions. And three, in Western, Northwestern, and Southern. We are aware also that now that they will be moving to Southern Province, they have planned that even in Southern Province, they will be attacked. In fact, they are attacking themselves. They are getting their political party cadres to cause trouble, cause mayhem, and put on regalia of the ruling party so that then the ruling party is blamed. And when you blame the ruling party, in essence, you are blaming government. And when you blame government, you are actually blaming the president who is a candidate. The hope is that at the end of the day, the president should not be voted for because Zambians abhor violence. But Zambians know who was born out of violence, who was bred out of violence, who bred the violence. The Zambians know. The Zambians will not forget who was beating up people in the markets, in the bus stops. And if that were not enough, people were beaten in churches as they worshipped. These are violent characters, unrepentant, and will never change. And some of these media houses are taking advantage and wanting to run with that propaganda. And you claim that you went out in the public, you spoke to people, and all the voice pops that you are playing is people condemning the president. Because we are in a campaign period and you want the president to become decampaigned and painted black. It will not do. And in this particular case, I want to call out the Hot FM radio station. The entire breakfast show is nothing but a decampaign tour against the president. Every day. No, this HH, he must go, he must go. If you even monitor Hot FM just for half a day, you will notice that they are practically a public relations unit of the party that is fielding Mr. Munduwiri. I don't know the name. Is it NP or what? I don't read it. But basically it's PF, which is in that form. It's the same PF but just a different name. That radio station, the Hot FM, is propagating to try and mislead the public. If you listen to them, you may think in this country there's only one political party. They play messages of that political party. They play songs of that political party. The news is about that political party. The same one, the one which is PF, which has changed its name. That's all they do. And one may be misled to think that, well, that political party has paid for that airtime. I can stand here and challenge anyone to show me if they have paid a kobo to the radio station. Can I say so? Because we are aware. And the country may be or may not be aware that Hot FM is actually owned by Jaffe Mwakalombe. Jaffe Mwakalombe is a chairperson in that same Narupupu party. So if you are chairman in Narupupu party and you own the radio station, and the radio station is propagating that political party, I dare anyone to show me that they have paid for that airtime. It's nothing but a propaganda tool and a public relations unit for the same Narupupu party. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come a long way. For 5 years, peace has been maintained in this party, in this country. We have a president that has held this country together. And that is evidenced from the way he's been received every corner of the country. He was told, you are not welcome in the north. Thousands of people welcomed him in the north. You are told you are not welcome in Muchinga, you are not welcome in Chipata, you are not welcome in Kasama, you are not welcome in Mansa. He went there. And the people received him in their thousands with love. It's because the people know that the peace they have enjoyed over the 4 years is because a man that went into office of the backdrop of being beaten, being tortured, being thrown into prison for endless days for no crime at all, came out of prison, became president and said, no revenge. You revenge your own. That's leadership. And that's why we're where we are in a peaceful country. So we know that the plan is that since they know that this PF in this party are losing, they want this election to be marred with violence so that then they come and say that we lost because people were intimidated and the election was marred with violence. We will not allow it. And like my colleague has said, police are urged to arrest everybody regardless of political affiliation. Whether you are putting on a UPND t-shirt, whether you are putting on a PF t-shirt, whether you are putting on a Narupupu t-shirt, you will be arrested. So I urge you young people of Zambia, think twice. Be there to vote. Don't be in prison. You even miss October celebrations on Independence Day. For what? Stay away from trouble. And everyone who is planning this together with them should know that we are aware and we are also planning to receive them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, colleagues. If there are any questions, I think the TPS are ready to take those questions. Please, before you ask a question, tell us your name and the institution you represent. Any questions? Yes, please.
PS, good morning, PS. I just need clarity. So are you saying in all the violence instances that we've seen, it is the opposition that is orchestrating that and no one from the ruling party is involved? I just need clarity on that.
Thank you very much, Madam Chota. What we're saying here is that regardless of who is involved, should be taken on by the security wings and be questioned, and they should know that when they are found wanting, they are on their own. So we are not accusing anybody, but we are looking at the violence. Because if we go into that direction, we'll start arguing. But we are saying violence, regardless of who is involved, should be prepared to be taken on by the security wings. We don't want that.
Any other question? Yes, please.
Good morning, yes. I'm Dana Edwin, and I'm representing Commerce. There's some videos that are circulating online where individuals are directly issuing death threats against opposition candidates. What is the government position, whereas in these videos have gone viral? These individuals going to be arrested, or when the act happens, that's when they'll be pounced on? Thank you.
Thank you very much. That question was asked, my brother, is similar to what Madam Chota just asked. Also, we've seen videos where somebody's having the AK-47, Okay? We've seen the videos where somebody's changing from some regalia into a UPND regalia. So regardless, those people will be followed. Because violence remains violence regardless. Because the person who's threatening could be from the other side, but think that they cannot be arrested, or they could be from the ruling party. But the common denominator here that we are fighting is violence. So regardless of where they're coming from, as long as it's violence, they're on their own. We want peace in this country, that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Any other question? I think this.
Just one. Because I just want to urge the youth. I think we should also take advantage of this free education that has come. One of the advantages of free education is that we have a citizenry that is able to analyze issues progressively. Not people taking advantage of your ignorance. After they intoxicate you with dead minds and they leave you. Be careful, youths, don't be used. Ask those people who are taking you in the corners to do acts of violence to also fuse in their relatives. Why is it that they don't fuse in their children? Why is that they don't fuse in their girlfriends? Why is it that they don't fuse in their boyfriends? Why is it they don't fuse in their wives? They are only ready to bring on board children who are vulnerable to be used. Let's be careful. And as responsible citizens, let us report, regardless of who's involved, those who are planning to do evil to the nation. You report. Then we'll have a peaceful nation. You should be aware that some people are not happy with this peace that we have enjoyed because they are used to operating in a violent environment, taking advantage of the vulnerables. But the policy of the president is to look at the vulnerables so that they are brought up regardless of their backgrounds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, colleagues. This marks the end of